Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi. Welcome back to Hilaal Live. Now, during the Ramadan period, I'm sure that you followed my journey as we broadcasted live for iftar from various masajid in the Cape Town area. And well, one such masajid is the one based out in Belhar, and there's a wonderful organization that's part of that community called Rahmah Academy. Tell us a bit more. I've got two brothers in studio. First up, the secretary, Siraj Davids. Assalamu alaikum.
Alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Jazakallah for nice seeing you outside of Ramadan. I normally see you, that's the only time I see you. And then chairman of the Rahmah Academy is Maulana Ilyaas Samaai. Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Lovely to see you again, Maulana.
Alhamdulillah, beautiful seeing you.
So for those that don't know too much about Rahmah Academy, Maulana, tell us as one of the founding members, give us more details.
So, Bismillah, salatu ala Rasulillah wa ala alihi wa sahbihi wa wala wa ba'd. Yes, Brother Luqman, Rahmah Academy started in the year 2018, when at the time it was just myself and my family, and initially it started off with educational projects, and we had classes, but then we felt that our family loves reading, and we felt the need for literature, which is more freely available to the community, and alhamdulillah we started writing our own little booklets and so on. And then we had this idea that people can't afford to buy.
Right.
So we said, right, let's make the literature available free of charge. And we started printing our own booklets, and we started distributing the booklets and so on. And that was the initial stage of the Rahmah Academy. Thereafter, we saw that the community that we live in is not the wealthiest of communities. No, it's a very impoverished community. We felt like, okay, let's do something to uplift the community. So we went into some projects with regards to poverty alleviation. And alhamdulillah, that was the way the Rahmah Academy started, alhamdulillah. And subsequent to that, in the year 2020, we then registered an MPO, but primarily still based in Belhar and doing our projects in Belhar and in the surrounding areas of Belhar as well, alhamdulillah.
What's the community like in Belhar, Brother Siraj? I mean, how many Muslim families are we looking at, approximately?
Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. We're looking at basically 394 Muslim families.
Wow,
myself being a child of Belhar, I think life is basically down to choices. You get your challenges, but at the end of the day, it's the choice that you make.
But it's always nice that it comes back to the mosque, and some of those community events are held at the mosque.
Yes, correct. And it's always nice to interact with people that you basically grew up in front of. And you can reflect back.
Did they give you a nickname growing up?
Yeah,
he was just about to say it. I always had him say it. Okay.
So, yeah, I'm not going to say that. But nevertheless, it's always good, and it's even better if you kind of meet the people that you grew in front of at mosque.
Nice.
Because now you see a different type of relationship with them. But yeah, I believe every community has its own set of challenges, but we take it as it comes. We take the good with the bad.
What are some of the past projects that you've had, maybe via the Rahmah Academy or via the mosque committee?
Okay. Past projects include assistance with Hujjaj, for example. We try our utmost best to improve the poverty situation. And we assist in various other projects if we are by the means to do so.
The Gangster Reformation Project.
And the Gangster Reformation Project as well. We had one project where the brother took a turn for the bad, and we assisted, and he tried to change his life a bit. So alhamdulillah, that was a success. But it's actually working on that type of project on a continuous basis.
Right.
And it becomes challenging.
Yeah. So, I would imagine, Maulana, being, as part of the imamate as well, people rely on your wisdom, expertise, and also Quranic advice. Do you find that happening on a daily, monthly basis?
Not monthly, on a daily basis, and then we're speaking about quite a few people on a daily basis that come, and they'll make their appointments, and they'll come speak to us and so on. But Brother Luqman, this Gangster Reformation Project that Brother Siraj just mentioned now, it's an interesting thing. Brother Rashid was not in studio with us. He actually came up with that idea, and he said to me, Mullah, why don't we make a deal with these gangs? And we say to them that one at a time, if you give us 6 months of salah in the masjid, one salah, you can choose which salah for the day for 6 months. Can't skip a single day.
Right.
And after 6 months, we'll build a new place of your own for you.
MashaAllah.
And alhamdulillah, we started with the first brother, and for 6 months, daily, every single day, used to be in the masjid. And after 6 months, he told us he doesn't want the place anymore. He wants to be in the masjid.
Oh, that is amazing.
And we then said, look, alhamdulillah, from your side, we appreciate that for the sake of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. But from our side, we are an amana. So we're going to fulfill our amana as well.
Yeah.
And alhamdulillah, that's one of the beautiful success stories we've had in terms of the Gangster Reformation Project. So we have various other projects of this nature as well. People, the places got damaged due to the severe winds, fire damages,
we had
and so on.
severe weather in winter as well.
The extreme rain that we had.
Yeah.
Right? So we'll step in and to the best of our ability where we can assist, and alhamdulillah, we'll try to assist.
I like that community spirit, and that's what it's about, especially a community like Belhar, where you all grew up and know each other as well, and you want to help your brother as well. Now all of this, I would imagine, takes quite a bit of funding. You need donors, sponsors, you need the community to come together as well. Do you guys, I know you are planning a fundraising event very, very soon. Yes. Tell us more. I know that he's the guy in charge of organizing everything.
We rely on him for that.
So our upcoming fundraiser, which is scheduled for next week, Saturday, 2nd of November, which is Atika Braai. Tickets will go for 80 Rand.
Okay.
And
what do I get for that 80 Rand?
You basically get a quarter chicken, you get a piece of sausage, you get a noodle salad and a roll.
Nice.
So that will cost you 80 Rand, and if I have to say so myself, it's by a liquor. And then that is one of the upcoming events, and then we're planning a market day or market weekend if we get a suitable premises. So that is planned for December, inshallah.
And you can't have it at the mosque, unfortunately?
We're actually looking at
a bigger area?
Because the stall holders is constantly looking for an opportunity to make something extra.
Of course.
So we had it was at the mosque previously, but there's always a demand for people coming in late. So we're looking at a bigger premises that can accommodate more stall holders, and in that way also gives us an opportunity to generate a bit more funds.
Inshallah.
Because every project is got a different budget allocation, if I can put it that way. Right. And then also at the beginning of the year, we're planning another fundraiser that is to assist with Hujjaj. And we firstly look at Hujjaj within the area, people that we are close to. We have somebody in mind already.
Right.
And
you're making me want to move to Belhar with all these projects you guys have on the go as well. I mean, it's so nice for the community to be part of all this. But essentially, what would these funds be used for? Like you've mentioned some of the project, but also I would imagine day-to-day activities, week-to-week organized committees, events that you have?
Look, Brother Luqman, shall we say, our constant expense is the printing of the booklets, because we've got our own machine, and we print everything in the office there at the mosque there. And if you know, for example, of a mosque, and they require some of the textbooks for class 1, up to class 5.
Right.
Then we'll print it there, and we'll give it out.
I come from the same era. When you say class 1, it's now grade 1, grade 2, but I get you.
I still need to get used to that stuff. So, yes. Even we've written some books on tafsir of the last 10 surah of the Quran, tafsir of Surah Fatiha. The idea being essentials for a Muslim to understand, to perfect his salah, and to get to a certain level of understanding of his basics of deen.
Inshallah.
Right? So this is our primary expense, which is monthly expense, estimated around about 4,500 Rand. Right? But then, other than that, it's project related. So a project may be this month, it may be this project, but next month it might be a completely different project with a completely different budget attached to it.
Right.
So therefore, we cannot say that our monthly budget will be X amount, because depending on the need of that particular project. Right? That's how we'll work out the budget.
Brother Siraj, for those that would like to attend some of your events, that would like to maybe have a stall at your market day, what's the best methods to get hold of you?
Okay, they can either contact us via our cell number, and we have an email address also, so you're free to do that. And
would you like to mention some of those numbers, or we can just add them to the screen at a later time?
Yeah, like my number is 072 887 6826. I don't remember the next number.
068 333 8568. They can contact us via WhatsApp as well.
as well.
What's up?
In closing, any last message you would like to leave behind, Maulana?
Yes, Brother Luqman, basically, our principles of our organization is that what the right hand gives, the left hand should not. So therefore, we'll never mention that this is the recipient or that's the recipient, or nothing like that. We're still very old school in terms of how we go about, right? We grew up, what your right hand gives, your left hand shouldn't know. So therefore, we'll be very frank about it, is that if anybody wishes to donate towards a project of ours, they should not expect to tell them, like, look, this is the person who's going to be receiving it, so on. For the simple reason is that the dignity of the recipient is to us of utmost importance. So, yes, to us, alhamdulillah, my final message to everybody is that let us go back to the Sunnah of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam in not only the terms of sadaqah, but in every aspect of our lives. And that is what the Rahmah Academy is standing for, return to the Sunnah of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam.
Gentlemen, Jazakallah, all the very best with your future projects, and we will be keeping in touch, inshallah. Assalamu alaikum. And there we go, that's the Belhar community and the Al Rahmah Academy. Do go out in support where you can as well. That's all that we have for you for Hilaal Live for today from the Cape Town team. Sohail Barnes, Mohammed Parker, and myself, Luqman Shadrach. Have a great evening. Assalamu alaikum.